I'm not here to sugarcoat a message, and I'm not here to necessarily tell you what you want to hear. I'm not here to just motivate you. I'm here to stir your emotion. I'm here to speak to your spirit. I'll never filter or edit my message for anyone or anything, and I certainly don't speak just to hear my own voice. I speak to be a voice for the lost. I speak for those who suffer in silence. I speak to save lives. See, I have a burning desire inside of myself that does not take a day off. See, we all have desires. It's one of the most powerful emotions that we have. A desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. But we can't wish these things into existence. We can't want things into existence. We have to make it happen. And it takes hard work, resilience, and grit. But if you have a burning desire, now that is what makes the difference. It makes things change from wanting or wishing to actually chasing them. It's a fire under your ass that pulls you out of bed and go grind for it. It's more than a wish. It's an impulse, a craving, a hunger, a thirst, a burning, a need, an eagerness. It's a complete determination to make it your reality. Too many people desire material things in life and things that we call dark desires. They desire money, cars, houses, and all this tangible stuff or immoral or unethical things. But I got news for you. None of it is coming with you when your time here on earth ends. I'm talking about a burning desire for the things that money can't buy. Do you know the number one human desire is to be known and to be loved? That's more fulfilling than anything that money can purchase. So do you have a desire or do you have a burning desire? Know the difference. Is it a burning desire to be the best version of yourself? Is it a burning desire to succeed? Is it to keep your family safe and provide and protect for them? Is it a burning desire to be a great parent? Is it a burning desire to make your parents proud? Is it a burning desire to pass that class or pass that exam? Is it a burning desire to get that degree or to graduate? Is it a burning desire to save lives or help people with struggles? There's no wrong answer. But you need to keep that fire burning inside of you. None of these tasks are simple, and they're not going to be easy. But when things get hard, you need to remind yourself of why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. And it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to achieve these things, as long as you continuously move forward towards that desired destination. It's doing what needs to be done with this moment and this day, and carried out every day after. Success is the sum of small actions done correctly day in and day out. And the fact is, motivation will come and go. Discipline is what's going to transport you from where you are now to where you want to be. It's what bridges the gap. I need you to drive across that bridge with consistency, only focusing your vision through that windshield, not the rear view, because there's nothing new to see there. Once you reach the other side, it's the sense of accomplishment, the feeling of fulfillment that you get, that you and your hard work paid off, is what makes it all worth it. And if you continuously do this, setting your focus on another area of growth in your life, and you accomplish it in the same manner, you start to condition yourself and your mind that you can do anything. So I challenge you to do this for the next year of your life, starting right now. You'll truly be amazed at what you're able to get done. If you don't know what your burning desire may be, ask yourself these 3 questions. What am I good at? What comes easy to me and benefits others? And what doesn't feel like work? If you can answer those questions, it's a start to finding your purpose and success. And I'll leave you with this. Remember, someone is always watching as well. And this is how you lead by example. This is how you give people hope. This is how you attract the right like-minded people into your life. And this is how you encourage growth. So next time you look into the mirror, ask yourself, what internal desires am I truly burning for? You got it? Now go f***ing get it. Bruce Lee once said, "Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one." That's a warrior mindset.
Stop and listen, because a lot of times you're always doing too much talking. And today you just need to sit back and listen. Are you satisfied with where you are in life? Are you satisfied where your career is? Or are you looking for more? Are you looking for your team to win a championship? Are you looking to pass this class? Are you looking to graduate? Are you looking for your business to be successful? And it all may not look good right now to your family life, to your work and business, to your career. But I'm telling you today, if you can change your mind, you can change your life. And it has to do with your decisions. The decisions you make can totally change your life. I'm saying make the decisions in your heart and your mind. And whatever it takes for you to get it, whatever it takes for you to reach that goal or that dream, you go through it.
You see, if a warrior gets knocked down by life, he lands on his back because he knows that if he can look up, he can get up. You see, warriors don't lose. We either win or we learn. Our bodies can withstand almost anything. It's your mind that you need to convince. Your biggest asset is your mindset. And the most powerful words in this universe are not the ones I'm telling you now. It's the words that you tell yourself every hour of every day. I'm talking about going to war with the enemy that lives within. The war with ourselves. You see, a true warrior mindset, they already won the war in their head before entering the battle. And the more we sweat in training, the less that we bleed in the battle. And we train in all aspects, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You may not realize, but the battle begins when your alarm goes off, and whether you choose to hit the snooze button or get up and rise. And warriors don't row in a good day thinking about a bad yesterday. We let it go. And we don't merely chase our goals, we hunt them. We condition our mindset to achieve them by any means necessary.
That belief, if he tied up with 100 men surrounding him, he still believes he can fight. He still believes that he can go on and conquer other countries, take on extreme trials and tribulations and stand tall like a giant that has been shrinking and told that's where you belong. But it's a giant inside us all.
I don't care what race you are. I don't care about your background. I don't care about your home and how it's broken down. If it's inside of you, you will go after it and let no man stop you. Let's not let the situation that we're in right now affect our outcome in life. But if you're not to a level of greatness, you're not at the level that you need to be at. To be great at something is to leave a mark on this earth, to be remembered for what you believe, for what you've achieved. And we're talking about leaving a legacy now. What will you be remembered for?
You see, we have a lion inside ourselves roaring in hunger for self-improvement. But we also have another lion telling ourselves to be fearful and doubt ourselves just as loud. You know which one wins? The one we feed.
Warriors know that if you try to avoid the climb, then maybe you don't deserve the view. You see, we climb and we fall in love with the process. We know that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We have courage in all situations. And our courage isn't the absence of fear, but it's to be able to act in the presence of fear. Warriors know that we have two options every single day. One is to be productive and make progress, and two is to be distracted and make excuses. We take action. Warriors are willing to suffer the pain of change and growth rather than feeling the pain of staying the same. And listen, we will be hurt along the way, but we gotta remember that if we don't heal from what hurt us, we'll bleed on those who didn't cut us. When we feel overwhelmed and buried with stress, confusion, fear, or anxiety, we realize that we haven't been buried at all. We've been planted. And we know that when our strength runs out, our higher powers begins. And when we fully grasp that concept, we can move mountains. Change your mindset and you'll change your life.
Understand that you are a giant. Your heart is just waiting for the whisper from you to tell it. Grow, be monumental, and show the world I'm not done until I say I am.
When are we gonna stop? When are we gonna stop pointing the finger? When are we gonna stop blaming others? When are we gonna stop blaming our circumstances and the things that happen around us on other people and be the reason that we're not succeeding? When are we finally gonna stand up and take some accountability? Taking accountability for the things that happen in our lives, whether we cause them or not, is completely up to us. See, I have to keep it real. I have to keep it real with you and let you know that I don't care where you come from. I don't care what's going on right now, but I care where you're going. I'm trying to meet everyone where they're at in their life. Because chances are I've been there, and I pointed the finger, and I blamed others, but I never grew. See, I finally understood that I was in control of my destiny and my actions and what I did day in and day out. You see, it's so easy to blame these other things and use that as a cop-out of why you're not being the best version of yourself. It's so simple. But see, the hard road, the road where we look in the mirror and say everything is my fault. And I don't mean everything that happens in our life is our fault, but how we respond to these events and these people and the negativity and the toxicity and the drama, that is my fault. No matter what happens in my life, I control it. I control how I respond to it. So your life consists of 10% of the things that happen to you, but 90% of how you react to it. So when are we gonna stop seeking outside validation from other people to make us feel okay on the inside? That's not all right. We don't need that. Happiness comes from inside. It's an inside job, and only you can make you happy. I need you to do you for you. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. They're not walking in your shoes. They're not wearing your skin. You're the one at the end of the day that has to be satisfied with the efforts that you put in to what you're pursuing.
When you come to full acceptance that you can't control anything outside of yourself and say it is what it is, you become a dangerous person. You become a person that's literally unstoppable because it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what people say from the bleachers. It doesn't matter what people say from the sidelines. You're the one on the field. You're the one with the ball. What are you gonna do with it? And if your original plan, your original play doesn't go your way, you call an audible and you make adjustments and you move forward. But no matter what, you don't stop. You keep grinding. I live my life like it's fourth and goal every single day. And I will not be stopped at the goal line. That goal line will be broken. It will be shattered because my why is so fucking strong. You see, I'm a legend in my own mind, and that's all I need. I plan on leaving a legacy on this earth far beyond the time I'm gone. And so I need to act legendary. I need to give everything I got. I leave it all out there. I leave nothing behind. I pay the cost to get where I'm at by any means necessary. My blood, my sweat, and my tears. You see, as long as I do the best I can on a daily basis and help others along the way and go to bed with a clear conscience, I've won. And my only goal tomorrow is to do better than I did today. So please do me a favor and go be f***ing great.
I got 2 questions for you. What's your mission, and what are you here for? Are you here on earth to crawl to a 9-to-5 job that you hate? Or are you here to live abundantly the way God planned for you? Search your soul for your mission and purpose, because it's there. I need you to take a fearless and in-depth inventory on yourself and what you're doing with your life right now. Do you have a goal for your future self? Or are you living day by day taking what the world gives you? When you sleep, do you have a dream for your life and your future? Because if you do, I'm gonna need you to start dreaming with your eyes open and bring those dreams to reality. If you can mentally conceive it, you and only you are the person stopping you from achieving it. Get out of your own way and do whatever it takes to make your future self thank you. Because in case you haven't noticed, our time here, it's limited and it's never promised. What is promised is that if you continuously work for your mission and your purpose, day in and day out, no matter what the cost, you will succeed. You see, $1 in a dream is worth more than a wish. The world is full of people that wish for what they want and think that they need. And you know what they say about wishing in one hand and shitting in the other. Which one you think's gonna fill first? A wish is just an idea for the unwilling that don't want to work for what they want. The daydreamers, though, they walk it out and work for it. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. I dream so big people think I'm crazy and it's impossible. Like, I got news for you. The word impossible, it's not in my vocabulary. The word itself says I'm possible. I've overcome. I defeated my demons. I paid the cost with blood, sweat, and tears. But if it cost me my peace, well then it's too expensive. Don't let my smile and positivity fool you. It almost cost me my life to get where I'm at. But I'm alive and I'm stronger than ever. I will not be stopped. They may try to shut me down, but they'll never shut me up. I fight for mine, and I fight for every person out there who thinks they can't make it and they're not worth it. Because I know that they can, even when they don't feel it themselves. Light your passion on fire and watch it burn. Fan it and fuel it with discipline and consistency every single day. Use the negativity to surround you as kindling and the doubters as firewood.
And in the bonfire, you forge yourself, removing all impurities. And what remains is a person that truly knows themselves and knows what their purpose is. So like I said, search your soul for what you're here for. And when you find your mission, pursue it with passion. And look in the mirror, remind yourself every day, I will not be stopped. I need to ask you a question. Who are you and who do you want to become? When I ask you who you are, you'd be amazed by how many people can't answer that question because they never really sat down and dug deep enough under the surface to honestly answer it. They truly don't know who they are. But if you don't know who you are, how can you even attempt to answer the question, who do you want to become? To know who you really want to become, you got to know who you are right now. I ask you these questions with urgency because the fact is, tomorrow isn't promised. There's a lot of people that'll go to sleep tonight looking forward to a tomorrow, and tomorrow will never come. Time doesn't owe us anything, but we owe it to ourselves to analyze how we spend our time. We can't add years to our lives, but we can add life to our years. Take the time right now to understand who you are. When you can establish who you truly are right now, then and only then can you understand who you want to become. And who you want to become doesn't mean who anyone else wants you to become.
Many of you are having a hard time with life. Some of you rarely experience good times. Some of you are doing okay, as you say, but want to go to the next level. But none of you are going to reach the next level unless you are committed every day to be better than yesterday. If you are not committed to be better today than you were yesterday, that must mean you are happy with average. And I know none of you are happy with average. Average is not for you. And average will not be you. You might be at a great level, but you must understand there is always another level.
Will you stay the same or will you elevate? Will you lay down in misery or will you rise? Don't let your dreams stay on this earth abandoned. But the only way you can reach those dreams is if you're willing to go into darkness. If you're willing to take that pain, if you're willing to elevate, to grow, to become the best version of yourself. If you feed your mind with positive thoughts, this will allow the happiness to pour into your heart. It will give you the strength to stretch. It will give you the courage to change for the better.
You were put here on purpose and for a purpose, and that is what makes you unique. There's over 7.8 billion people on this earth, and not one other is you. If you're listening to this right now, I know you're a dreamer. But the funny thing about dreamers is 99% of people who have a dream go back to sleep with it. I need you to become a part of the 1% of people in this world who will become a daydreamer. The 1%ers that grind day in and day out to manifest their dreams. Dreams are planted in your mind every day, but it's up to you to capture them.
You can't expect to do the same thing at the same intensity week in, week out, and expect improved results. The world doesn't work like that. You give more and you get more. You must understand that despite perceived limitations, if you push yourself, you can always raise the bar in your life. You have to always raise the bar. First you set the standard, then you raise the bar. Don't you dare quit. Don't you dare settle. Don't you dare back down. Not today or any other day. When the tough moments come, never forget. You are in that moment writing your legacy. In that tough moment, you are setting the standard for your character. Do you have the character? You do. Never quit. Make up in your mind that whatever you have to go through, you will look at it positive. You will not let it get you down. You will turn this situation around.
See, often people look at change as a bad thing. But don't let those opinions of people who didn't want to grow affect you.
Because those who are closest to you can hurt you the most. Those friends, those family members, those loved ones that you have, they can really hurt you.
Listen, goals and dreams do not come from Amazon. You can't get what you want to become in life delivered by Prime in 2 days. So I ask you, who do you want to become? You know in your gut who that person is. Most people are too scared or afraid of failing to even try to become that person, or to even take a leap of faith to attempt to better themselves. But if you write down a plan and the goals you need to reach that, to become that person, and do whatever it takes by any means necessary to get to that point, there's nothing that can stop you. A goal without a plan is just a wish, and we don't wish, we work. We need to lose that victim mindset and realize the victory has already been placed within you. It's time to pull it out. It's time to pull it out right now with all your strength. And don't look for instant gratification thinking that you're gonna become what you were meant to be overnight. It's gonna take blood, sweat, tears, effort, energy, and sacrifice. If you can fully commit yourself to being that person and the work that entails every single day, not focusing on what each day brings, but be focused on the bigger picture, I promise you in 6 months from now, 9 months from now, or even a year from now, your life will have vastly improved.
So when you finally move on, don't look back. Don't look back like you lost everything. Move forward. Because you have so much to give this world. And when it gets hard, when you want to go back to those old ways, think about your future. Think about your family. Think about the people in the world that needs your gifts. So sacrifice your present self for your future self.
Once you know who you want to be and you walk in your true potential, there's nothing on this earth that can stop you. If it's in God's will for you to be that person that you envision yourself to be, it will happen. But like I said, God can give you the vision, but it's completely up to you to become that person. You see, what comes easy doesn't last, and what lasts, it doesn't come easy. So be prepared for setbacks and barriers. Because when we're being who we were truly designed to be, you will have a spiritual enemy who wants to stop you. The only way the enemy can succeed is through self-doubt and fear. Both are liars. It's an emotion that makes your brain tell yourself that you can't or you're not worthy. Today is the day that we fight. Today and every day after, from here on out. And we don't surrender. And we don't just survive, we thrive. Now hold your head up, close your eyes, and envision your true, authentic future self. Did you like the person you just saw? Now put your head down and grind your ass off every day until you become that person. Because that is who you're meant to be.
I don't care what anybody says. Pain is your ally. Pain is a powerful tool. Look, would you prefer the pain of progress or the pain of regret? The most painful thing to live with is the pain of regret. Most people experience the slightest bit of pain and they throw in the towel, thinking that it can't be done and thinking that it's too hard. And too many people say, I could've, I should've. I wish I did this, I wish I did that. You need to change your mindset from what should be done or needs to be done to this must be done. There's no other option. If you give yourself options, you're giving your brain excuses to use against you and your mission. Have you ever heard a successful person who's walking in their true potential, that worked, earned, and gave everything to their craft for everything they have, ever say that it was easy? Did they ever say it wasn't painful? Did they ever say that everything worked out on their first try? Did they ever say they never had a bad day? If you did, and that's what they said, you're talking to the wrong people. You need to excuse yourself immediately, because that's a damn lie. If you come from nothing, you have everything that you need. I came from nothing, and I can personally say that hunger for success hits a lot different. And I'm not just talking about the hunger to succeed, but the literal hunger pains from not even having a meal to feed yourself, or to be able to feed your family. It's like a lion's predatory instinct to hunt, and lions don't starve, they eat. It's a shark's impulse from the smell of blood to track its prey. Sharks don't starve, they eat. They eat or die. Pain is unavoidable, it's inescapable. It's gonna happen no matter what. But you see, pain comes with a choice. Haven't you ever heard the saying, growing pains? Pain is growth. Embrace it. Are you depressed? Me too. Are you upset? Me too. Are you broken? Me too. Are you stressed? Me too. Are you tired? Me too. I am, and I own it. It's not just you, that's my life too. But do you want to be happy? So do I. Do you want to restore yourself? So do I. Do you want to be at peace? So do I. Do you want to be great? So do I. Do you want to be the best version of yourself? Well, me fucking too. It's all painful at the end of the day, so which pain do you choose? Growing pains or the pain of regret? You know when your life becomes great? The moment that you decide it is. The moment you realize how great it is that you can have breath in your lungs. You decide not to surrender to the negative self-talk and self-doubt. You decide not to give in to the pressure. You decide not to look for your answers outside of yourself because they're already inside of you. You decide by any means necessary to do you, but it's gotta be by you. Your actions, your efforts, your attitude. That is what you're in control of. And I promise you that what you think may be a terrible life is someone else's dream life. No matter how bad you think things might possibly be, there's always someone who has it worse. So how long are we gonna complain? How long are we gonna talk about our problems and not do a damn thing about it? Time is the only thing on this earth that you cannot get back. Stop wasting it. Start making it count. Every day, every minute, every second. Your life is full of choices, and each choice that we make has a different consequence. You need to make choices where the consequences actually improve your life. We've all made those bad decisions from time to time, and the outcome was obvious. And then people want to act surprised when they have to deal with it. Like they didn't put themselves in that situation as a direct result of their own choices. Every action has a reaction. And when you're faced with a difficult choice, and you know the right one to make, but you don't make it, the outcome is 100% your responsibility. If you know better, I need you to do better. You live with your consequences, and you gotta own them, the good and the bad. So the thoughts that turn into the actions that you choose turns into who you are. So in a world full of choices, choose wisely.